What is up, everybody? This is my first time going live with the whole new setup, so bear with me if something crazy happens. Totally sorry. But I have a challenge here today, and the headphone is actually for a reason. It is so that the owner of the company who created the challenge can also join me live here. So that's what we're going to be doing. So the challenge, give you a little insight on it. It is the Grim Reaper challenge from Twizted Jerky, and I hear it's pretty hot. So I'm going to bring him on now. All right, good to go, man. This is Ryan Johnson, owner of Twizted Jerky.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
All right, just a second here. Everything looks all right there. All right, so I didn't even take this out of the package yet, but I hear, I've seen pictures, the case that it comes in is pretty cool. Tell me about your company. When did you start it? How long have you been making jerky?
In 2018, my father, he bought me a smoker for Christmas on a Black Friday special. He had no idea what I would do with it. Over Christmas break, coming into 2019, I had already started smoking some meats and whatnot, and I tried my luck at some jerky. And when it came out, I was like, dude, this is so good. So I took it to my coworkers at Chrysler, passed it out to them, and they all seemed to have the pretty much same response was, get the F out of here and do this with your life. And I was like, all right, fine, I will.
Right.
Well, then less than a year later, I came up with this challenge.
All right. It's not going to focus on it, but that's not too bad.
That's
a really cool case.
Thanks, man.
So I think I remember hearing you hand make these?
Yep.
Yeah, that's super cool. I see you threw a little extra in.
Yeah, man.
Right,
I had to hook you up, buddy.
Right. No, I appreciate it. That's awesome. This is the one I'll let coworkers try, and this is the one I will not let anybody try. Mostly because I'm going to enjoy it more than them, I think. Alright, so cracked pepper, Devil's Reaper. So this would be like this, but without
the 13 million pure evil on it. So that jerky comes in at 220,000 Scoville units.
Okay, cool. And you've got actual lab testing done on that?
Yep. Yeah, it was lab tested, and I brought the Grim Reaper Scythe Challenge in when I did it because I had already made both, and they gave me kind of like a 2-for-1 special deal. It was cool.
Nice, not bad. All right, let's get into it. Comes with a glove.
Oh yeah, man, gotta protect the consumer.
All right, is that looks like it's attached there.
Nuke Chili Heads, what's going on? Justin, you're in here. Justin, yeah, what's up, buddy? Let's see who else is in here. Go Ham, I seen that you were in here, bud. What's going on, man? No, I'm not mad at you. Just so you know, I'm not mad at you. We're still friends, bud. Your jerky, though, did pop my blood vessels in my eyes, though, man. I'm still recovering from that. It's probably going to be about, it's like 2-3 weeks from now where my eyes are not going to be fucked up anymore.
Yeah, before the stream started, he actually leaned in close to the camera and showed me. Yeah, his eyes on the inside of the whites, they're pretty tore up.
I'll show you. It's not a secret. I gotta like look the right way so you guys can see.
Your hat's in the way, bro. Yeah, that's wild, man. Nice mohawk.
It's so bad. Everyone's looking at me like I got the coronavirus.
Yeah, right. Oh, give me just a second here. All right. Cool. So is it both pieces for the challenge?
No, I actually gave you one if you wanted to have a friend do it, or if you want, it's up to you. If you do both, that is what Goham did. That is 1 ounce for both
Okay.
pieces. So that's up to you.
Cool. I think that is what I will do.
All right.
Let's get into this. This is just a cheap knife that sits on the shelf in here, so let's hope it's sharp enough. Alright, yeah, that'll work. I'll have to anticipate these things in the future.
Hey, Goham said, dang, looks like you were puking. Yes, I did. I did end up throwing up all throughout the night, man. It came up real bad, and it burned just as bad every single time. I probably puked like 6 or 7 times.
That's probably what got your eyes.
Yeah, that is what did the eyes, yeah, because that's what he was commenting on. He's like, yeah, dang, looks like you were puking. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was so hard, just, I woke up and there was such a bomb in my gut, I couldn't even move, and then I did move, and the heat came back, and I was like, man, and by no means, I am not a chili guy. I did this challenge specifically for publicity purposes. I do not enjoy, like you guys, enjoy the heat. I like it, but not
right. Well, I've had that problem before because I have booted from some things, and it didn't get the whites of my eyes, but I actually had bruises inside, like right here.
Oh man.
So that was kind of wild, but
See, that's the first time my eyes ever had that happen, but I've had it like, back in like, high school or just graduated and getting drunk and throwing up. Man, I've had my lower back kill me for like a week because I was heaving so hard.
Yep, I had my abs hurt when I did that too. Incidentally, that was the Reaper video that I believe Nelson showed you.
Oh.
Alright, phone, timer. Alright, rules on the back here?
No, the rules are not on the back, but so you decided you're going to do the 2 pieces.
Right.
For Goham, we both wiped away the timer for consuming it, but if you would like one, 2 minutes is a good timer on eating the 2 pieces.
Okay.
And it's still a 5-minute afterburn.
Alright, so basically we'll let the timer go until 7 minutes. Once I get started there. Alright.
How's it smell? Have you opened it? Does it smell good?
Smoky. It smells delicious.
Thank you. That's 100% smoked, my friend. There's no liquid smoke, no MSG, no GMOs. It is the best, naturalist way to smoke jerky.
Awesome. No liquid smoke is a good thing. I don't like liquid smoke. I think it tastes funny and people overdo it.
And it's on most of your commercialized jerky companies. That's how they get that smoke flavor.
Awesome. All right, I believe that. All right, let's see what's going on with the comments real quick. I appreciate all the love on the feed here.
Yeah, man, it really looks cool, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to make it like your logo there, so I thought I'd put that together. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
originally they were red boxes, and I was like, well, it's kind of in your face, but your colors look good, so.
That was cool, man. It looks really good.
All right, so I'm gonna get into this, and we'll see about interacting with some people there. All right, 2 minutes to eat.
Here we go. Everybody else that's joined in, I appreciate it. I am Ryan Johnson, the owner of Twizted Jerky, and we're going to watch Mr. Dustin Johnson, the Atomik Menace, as he pretty much just devours my jerky and takes it like a champ, but give us an honest opinion.
All right. Dark, I could not drink liquid smoke. You're crazy.
Ew, someone drinks liquid smoke?
He says he could.
I will drink liquid smoke. Heat 101. Man, more props to you, you crazy bastard.
Dark's a wild man. This is great tasting, though.
Thank you. How's the chew?
I would say it's good for the thickness because it's not, like, obviously that's a pretty thick piece of jerky,
Right.
but it's not overly chewy for how thick it is. You know, some pieces it's like chewing on leather. And then you got other brands that are really moist and almost fatty.
Yeah, yeah, I've
That's
seen
actually
that,
really good.
man. Oh, I threw a whole bag of jerky away like a year ago when I bought it just to see what was going on in the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff out there. I know that a lot of commercial jerky, a lot of preservatives and just random stuff, and it's not good.
Uh-oh. Crouching in on that 2 minutes. You're like savoring it. I think you like it.
I do.
Crazy ass. We'll let you go over the 2 minutes. Who cares? He's got it. He's got it. That was the last piece, right? He's got it.
I was like, ugh.
We're just sitting here talking.
All right. So we'll let that go on the afterburn.
Start at 2 minutes and 20 seconds, good?
Cool with that. So we'll go up to 720.
All right.
Yeah, I would say. What's the rules on one piece?
1 minute and 30 seconds. Still a 5 minute afterburn.
Gotcha. Yeah, probably do the if you get people, or just put it in your official rules. Maybe do same amount of time for each stick. So it'd be 1 minute 30 times 2, so 3 minutes. Something like that, maybe.
That's fine. I mean, we've never really done it like that. Goham was actually the first one to ever do 2 sticks.
Gotcha. Well,
now you're the second. So
I'm hoping your challenge will pick up some speed here. I know you're getting out on some channels now. You had Goham do yours, and you did Goham's, which I did his on Facebook, but not on YouTube. But Nelson did it. And
yep.
I know you and Nelson are working on a challenge too.
Yep.
So tell me about that one. What's going on with it?
That is going to be called the Full Nelson, and that is going to be a strictly straight at 15 million Scoville unit, and it's going to be used with the 13 million cap from Pure Evil, the Devil's Reaper jerky, and then added to that is going to be 20 different super hots compacted down onto it in powder form. So when I get that tested, it's going to be anywhere between 14.8 and 15.2, if my math was correct on the way that I figured it. I'm pretty good with numbers.
Right, and dry products are going to read really well, because there's no moisture, diluting that at all.
Right.
So that's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what to sell it in to people because I already came up with the coffin. So now I got to come up with something cool that looks like a full Nelson. If you got any ideas, shoot them my way.
I'll have to look something up. I'm sure there's something cool out there. I can tell you that your coffin looks a little nicer than the Pocky coffins.
Yeah, the cardboard ones.
Random Robbie. Well, I would random Robbie if I had tank. I don't have tank.
I'm on video, buddy.
Tell you what, though. While I'm on, I do want to try a piece of this. Give me just a second. Where we at? So I'll wait until it's up, and then I'll taste a piece of this, see how it goes.
Peak your heat meter at all?
Yeah, it's there. It's still a lasting burn. I can still feel it in my mouth. And I can feel it, not totally in the chest, but I can feel it at the base right here.
Okay.
So it's there for sure. Alright. It's an interesting, I would say shape. Most people, it's almost a combination of regular jerky / beef sticks.
Yep. So it's all because of my jerky is all hand cut. I don't use a meat slicer or anything like that. Everything is cut by hand, and when I first started, I tried, multiple shape of cut for the jerky, and that one is the one that stuck the best, held the most moisture the right way, still let the outside get a little bit drier, but it always has like a really nice glisten on it. So that's just what I stuck with, and everybody seems to really love it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great. Definitely has a glisten for sure. Alright, so about a little less than a minute to go there. If I could read upside down. Or just look at my own screen. How's everybody doing today? It's interesting keeping up with the chat, but being live at the same time, like, because I've only been live a handful of times, and it was, sitting there doing 12 Satan suckers, eating a bunch of Reapers, just wild, insane stuff for hours on end. So I'm not even like at that point trying to entertain anybody. I'm just like, y'all do whatever you're doing in the chat, and I'm just gonna sit here and eat this, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, I can respect that, man. I'm actually respecting you a whole ton more, man, right now, because I will say this: you are doing way better than Goham handled this.
I remember I was there for the feed a little bit. I think I missed you actually eating yours.
Okay.
I should go back and watch that.
It wasn't too bad, man, when you see us both going at it, but like I think that when I watched Goham's reaction, I've never seen him get so, teared up and sweating as much like when I've seen his other videos.
Right.
I know.
He's got a pretty good tolerance for sure.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's definitely a lasting burn though. Like the way that I feel heat and everything, for me, I could eat the one piece to catch a burn, and then from there I could just eat regular jerky like this, and it's the equivalent of eating spicy jerky, basically, because the burn just sits there with stuff like pure evil.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing most people even notice is they're like it just won't stop. I'm like, no, it doesn't stop. About 20 minutes.
I was literally, after I did the Goham, I was like, man, I just want it to go away. I just want it to stop. When is it gonna stop? It wasn't until about 7:30 the next morning when I finally had been through everything and it stopped.
I believe it.
I know that Goham told me he was still feeling it, like little tracers here and there, probably around like 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. And I was like, wow, man, that's almost a 24-hour hang time. That's cool.
He puts a lot of powder on there. It's still pretty tasty, though. It's just a lot.
And that was the thing. Right off the bat, it was awkward because it was so sweet. And, I know he's got his Dr. Pepper seasoning that he does. Called it Sticky Icky. And I was like, yeah, it's sticky. And then that stickiness, it made it harder to chew. As I got most of it down, the last couple of bites, my jaw got tired from going and chewing and chewing. I'm like, man, like this, that's where my first pain started setting. It was my jaw started hurting from chewing constantly, trying to get it down.
He actually had the same reaction, though. So he saw the video, and it was a screwed up YouTube video because I went live, but for some reason my audio was messed up, and it just was making like a glitchy noise instead of actually, being able to hear me.
Oh, okay.
And but you can still see, I ate it, and about the same.
Okay.
Physical, effects. Can't tell by looking. It's a serious jerky. It's kind of like if you took some of the tuba terror and made it into a piece of jerky. I would say probably 2 or 3 pieces I would equate to maybe a tuba terror.
A lot of people have been comparing my jerky challenge to the tube of terror when it's for heat wise, yeah.
Yeah. They both use, as far as I know, David Foy uses the crystals from Pure Evil.
Okay.
So that would probably be a big reason why too. Just that 13 million number.
Right.
Right. But yeah, so he messaged me a little later when he saw the video, and he was like, "Was it even hot, dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's hot, but it's delicious. I'd eat it."
That's why people get mad at you. They have you eat their shit. They're like, "Will you please just give me a great reaction?" And like you're just sitting there. That's pretty hot.
Right. Yeah, and I think it's at this point it's pretty well understood. There's just something weird about me, right? Like it's just nothing gets me very close. The Reapers was probably one of the hardest things I've done.
The 122, you crazy ass, yeah.
Because if you watch the like 1 minute version of it, the lighting's a little weird because it was over a couple hours and the sun had gone down.
Right.
And so the living room lighting was a little wonky, but you could see my skin turn red. And sweating throughout the whole video. So it's this transition across the whole, like 1 minute cut. And then at one point I checked my heart rate. I want to say around 80 Reapers, and it was like 135 beats per minute.
Wow.
Like the equivalent of doing exercise on a treadmill, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
It was wild. And then what I equate to probably my first real endorphin rush, I want to say around 90 Reapers. You could see I kind of get like kind of giggly and just smiling a lot, like. And so that's probably the closest I've gone to really kicking my own ass at this. And like I said, the Reapers I did boot, tore me up.
All right, so let's go ahead and give a review standpoint on the average person attempting this when they hear about it.
You're gonna like the flavor. One piece, I think chili heads will be able to get through, but they're gonna feel it for sure. You're gonna see them get kind of warmed up, being that it's a half ounce, I think that's probably the only thing that just won't kill everybody. But even like, I'd say most chili heads are going to put it at like a 7 or 8, maybe 6. It's a lasting burn. I still feel it in my throat.
Yeah.
And most people are going to feel it into the night, and they're going to feel it the next day when it comes out, and I'm going to feel it when it comes out. It's definitely going to happen.
My kids are coming out now. Come on, get inside.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go tend to mine here shortly. They're awesome, though. Mine's wild. I couldn't bring her in here, though. Like, she would be destroying everything right now. It drives me nuts. I'm like, stop. No, not that. Leave that alone. Don't pull that cable. Don't. Oh.
Yeah. That's how it was just now. 2 of my 3 came out, and they were like, I'm like, no, I'm live. Go.
Right. I won't be too much longer, I promise. Just give me a minute.
Right.
No, but yeah, she's wild. She's only 2, so the listening factor is not quite there yet.
Yeah, the one that is still out right now over there behind the camera, he's 2.
Oh, let's look at these comments here. Fire hose is the worst for me. It can get pretty gnarly. Fire hose is, I've had it pretty bad sometimes. Other times I'm like, that's probably the worst thing that happens. I don't know if you've eaten enough spicy food to experience that yet.
Experience what? I'm sorry.
Fire hose. Basically, taking a piss the next morning, it really burns coming out.
No, that didn't happen to me.
Most people, the first time they experience it, they don't realize that spicy food can do that. And so you're like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, you go to the doctor thinking that you had a dirty woman.
Yeah, something. But then, they're like, they kind of start connecting the dots, and then you'll see them pop in the group like, hey, has anyone ever experienced this before? Sure have. Sure have.
It seems like it's kind of warming you up a little bit as the time's going on. Is that true?
Yeah, so usually what'll happen is, the most pronounced thing I see it with is when I take in a lot of tincture. So like big heat, several million. What'll happen is I do start sweating eventually, and tincture does it the fastest. So I feel warm. I just don't get like massive cramps that double me over. There's a couple challenges where I've had to go lay in the bathroom, but not too often. Left eye pat, that is correct. The Reapers is the only thing that I've purged. Everything else I choose to digest because I don't like throwing up. So whatever happens through digestion, suffer it out.
Hey, I'm looking back up. Goham said, yeah, it's not fun coming out either.
All right. All right. Well, I will say this jerky is super good. I don't see any reason in the world why it will not become a huge company for you.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'll end up buying more, I'm positive, and I'm going to let my coworkers try it, and I think they're going to really like it too. One of them actually is into the chili stuff, and so I think he will probably enjoy trying a small piece of the Reaper.
Nice, okay. That's awesome.
But I'll bring in a couple pieces, let them try it out. I think they're going to enjoy it. As far as the challenge, I think that is easily a worthy challenge, and Full Nelson is a good next step as well.
Good. I'm glad. I'm making it to where you have to complete the Devil's Reaper challenge first before you're allowed to purchase the Full Nelson, because I really need to have something substantial of knowing where people are at with their heat tolerance. So, some people are like, well, why would you make it so you have to do that the first one? Like, because I'm not really trying to kill people. I'm trying to make sure that they're gonna be okay. So, next step for you, of course, sure, you are more than willing and able to do the Full Nelson challenge. It might hit you a little harder, but it's something like people of your, presence is, they got to have what you got to be able to do that. That's not going to be an easy one.
Right. Yeah, I figure that's a fair thing, just make sure someone doesn't order this thinking, oh, I'm going to be fine and hurt themselves. Because if it comes in at that 15 million, that's going to be seriously odd.
Yeah, it will be. And I don't want to put anybody in the hospital or anything.
Right. All right, man. I'm going to wrap this up. I really appreciate the challenge. It's super cool of you to send 2 of them. And the extras. I can't wait to have some other people try this out too. Overall, it's been really fantastic. So, this is dope. It's going on the wall.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on the channel. I appreciate you doing this for my business and boosting it up. Everybody out there, happy quarantining, man. You guys all stay safe and try to get by.
All right, man. Gonna catch you later.
All right, man. See you.
Oh, everybody. No, that's actually a really good challenge. I really enjoy the jerky. I'm going to end that out, close that off. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. Sorry I didn't look too much at the comments. I see Shane said, have a good night. Catch you later, man. I don't know if Matt Tangent or if Paul is on the League of Fire channel, but have a good night, man. Thank you. Thanks, Shen, for showing up. Appreciate everybody. Atomic Kitten. That's what I should wear my next. I'll wear the Atomic monocle. All right, everybody. I appreciate you. Yeah, super good. It's still lingering. It's a good challenge. If it's something you're interested in trying, you're gonna head to twistedjerky.com. That right there. And so, with that, I bid you adieu.